go. Hit live, but you just share this. បាទសួស្តីបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នាបាទយើងនឹងចាប់ផ្ដើមនៅ5នាទីទៀតហើយខ្ញុំគ្រាន់តែសាកចាប់ផ្ដើមចូលមុនបន្តិចដើម្បីឲ្យក្រុមការងារខ្ញុំអាចមានពេលវេលាដើម្បី share សាកខ្ញុំ share នៅក្នុងក្រុមថ្នាក់ភាសាអង់គ្លេស Okay. How is the sound? Let me just check this camera. Okay, យើងនឹងចាប់ផ្ដើមនៅ4នាទីទៀត In 4 minutes we're gonna start. I'm so excited. Okay, let's see the comment. Panda, okay. In 4 minutes. Okay, I think the sound is okay. Sound is okay. Ring bite như hình tay vậy. Bình tục bà. Okay, Sarawut. Well, not Sarawut. Rongrith, are you still here?
Yep.
Okay, it's working. All right. Okay, well, let's see. In 4 minutes, and we can. Let me just mute my device. I got my note, I got my phone, I got my screen here, and the camera is right here. Okay. I think we all good. Team, are we ready? All right, let's check. I think the sound from the phone is okay. I've been shared. Did you get the link, Rongrith?
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right. The journey to study and to work in America. Wow. Wow. Well, good morning, America.
Good morning.
Greetings from Cambodia. Wow. Yep. Okay. Yes, this is the topic. Well, I'm counting down myself in 2 minutes. Then, yes, ready. But I'm sorry. How Atwan like incorrectly by pronunciation call. Sampung and Esme Gabriela. Okay, Esme Gabriela. Yes. Well, mute. Okay, I think we can start now. Yeah, all right. បាទខ្ញុំចង់ចាប់ផ្ដើមដោយជំរាបសួរពុកម៉ែបងប្អូននិងសិស្សានុសិស្សជាពិសេសគឺយុវជនបាទដែលកំពុងរៀនហើយចូលរួមនៅក្នុងការផ្សាយផ្ទាល់នៅថ្ងៃនេះក្នុងកម្មវិធី The Reflection អូខេដោយសារកម្មវិធីនេះយើងនឹងធ្វើជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសអញ្ចឹងអនុញ្ញាតឲ្យខ្ញុំនឹងចាប់ផ្ដើមជាភាសាអង់គ្លេសហើយសូមអធិស្ឋានដែររាល់ទាំងកំហុស So good evening everyone. Just want to welcome you to The Reflection. We are live streaming from Phnom Penh, Cambodia right now, and this is The Reflection, and this is a great platform for our young Cambodian people to share to others their knowledge, their expertise, their experience, and their success stories. And my name is Vatanak, and I am the moderator for this online discussion. And I am here with our guest speaker, and you have not seen him yet. I'm going to show him later. But on the screen right now, you see his portrait along with the title of the program tonight. The topic is the journey to study and work in America. And he is joining us from, what is the place called? Thousand Oaks, California, the United States. And his early morning. I hope he had a wonderful rest last night, and we're going to meet him later. But before we begin, I just want to present a few housekeeping notes, okay? So today live streaming is being recorded to be available for viewing later. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to use the Facebook feature. Just want to let you know that your chosen comments or questions will be displayed on the screen. I'll give you an example. If we decide to take your comments or questions, we're going to display it like this, okay? So your picture, well, your picture is not going to be like the duck, but your real profile picture will be there, and then along with your comment will pop up on the screen. So really give credits to StreamYard is an online streaming platform we are using right now, and I'm really sorry to our program that I cannot use the backdrop. We're still having the logo StreamYard right now. So anyway, just so you know that your comment, your selected comment or question will be like this, okay? And you see the topic, yes, our live streaming will go from now until around 9, but we try to keep it 45 minutes. And the live streaming is conducting in English, okay? And we just want to apologize in advance for any inconvenience, technical problem, unintentional mistakes, you know, during our live streaming. And we are hoping that there won't be any power cut. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome our guest speaker, Mr. Rongrith from Cambodia, but he's in the US right now. So Rongrith, would you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. My name is Cheng Chanraksmeyrongrith. I was born and raised in Phnom Penh City, Cambodia. Currently, I'm working and studying in the state. I did my undergrad in business administration with the emphasis in marketing at San Diego State University. And now I'm in my final semester of my master program. Again, I'm doing my MBA, Master in Business Administration with the concentration in finance. Well, as you already know, I'm an entry-level financial analyst of the Bank of America. My work involved going through various financial statements of small businesses like income statement, balance sheet, statement of cash flow, statement of shareholder equity, in order to see if those numbers match, if they balance, or if they make any sense financially. Because in the financial world, we have a saying, numbers, they never lie, but they can be manipulated. And after going through those data, then I can make a financial projection or an economic forecast for the next 4 or 5 years using different formula on Excel spreadsheet and other software as well. Then I submit to the bank, and the bank will decide whether they should approve the loan for those small businesses or not.
Yeah. Wow, with numbers. What were you saying, Ronald, again? With number, you can. I'm sorry. What was that again? The number
We make like
in the,
financial projection or what we call in
yeah.
our work called economic forecast for the next
Yes.
4 or 5 years, so that you
Yeah.
know the financial health of a company, and then
Wow.
you report it to the bank, and the bank will let you know if the business, like, should they give the loan to the business or not.
Wow, that's interesting. That interesting. Okay, I think we will have more questions about your working environment, and there's many other questions we have prepared for you, Mr. Rongret. But okay, though. So the topic is you can see on the screen right now: the journey to study and to work in America. That's kind of interesting topic. And man, you're Cambodian, and right now you're in the United States of America, in the state called, I'm sorry, California.
Yeah, California, the city of
California right now, and you are early in the morning. Could you tell us what time it is right now there over there?
is 6:05 in the morning.
6:05 in the morning. Wow. So are you going to work today?
Um, it's COVID-19, so everybody got
Mhm.
work from home.
I
Just
see. That's
yeah.
right. That's right. Yeah, we have some questions about COVID-19 too. But anyway, it's early for you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight from very, very far distance, just another parts of the world. And yeah, and I hope you had a good rest. Did you sleep well?
Uh, I stay up all night
You
last night.
sleep. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cheng Chanraksmeyrongrith currently is a financial analyst. Okay, and in the Bank of America, I think it's a national bank, correct? Correct
Yeah,
me if I'm wrong. Yeah,
it's
and in the
okay.
area called Thousand Oaks, in the state of California. Okay. It's early for him. Thank you so much for joining us. Anyway, back to the topic, the journey. You have an arduous journey. It's a long journey. So could you tell us when did it start? And we'd like to hear, from you.
Well, I think I finished my high school in 2010, Vatanak High School, and then I went to Northern University for my degree in information technology. And at the same time, I also went to IFA, Institute of Foreign Language, for my BA in English. I went to those two universities for like 2 or 3 years, and then I think in 2014, I left Cambodia to start a new university journey, from scratch by attending a community college in Washington State. Then I transferred to my bachelor to San Diego State University, and now here I am, Thousand Oak, California, doing my master and working at the same time.
Wow. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so you went to Batuk High School, and then you went to Northern University. And oh, by the way, one of the school you went to is it's the same mine as mine. Okay, it's Institute of Foreign Language. Shout to IFL. So you and I are from IFL. Wow. Well, you went in 2014. I haven't started. Have I?
Yes,
No.
started in
Yes, I was. I was
2015.
actually in
Yeah.
my second year at IFL, Institute of Foreign Language. Wow. Well, that was the year I got married. That's what I remember. So that was the year you left Cambodia, correct?
Yeah,
Well,
I
had
did.
you been excited? Had you been excited about your trip to the state?
Well, when we were young, you look like you picture America as a perfect country, and
Okay.
not that perfect when you get to see. You only see what they show you on TV, but in real life, it's not that
Okay.
perfect.
Well, tell us more. What is it like? I've been to the U.S. once, and well, I love it. I've been to a couple of states. I wish I had been to the state of California. But tell us more about California. What is it like over there? What's the temperature? I heard there are Cambodian immigrants, or yeah, Cambodian population also live in Long Beach. Are you far from Long Beach?
It's like 1 hour and a half drive.
That's not, well, one
That's
hour and a half on highway. Pretty sure.
right.
What is it in miles or kilometers?
They have different measurement in mile.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, I don't know, 300 mile. I'm not sure.
Wow, 300 miles. Just
Yeah,
oh my goodness, it's like you're traveling from here to Bangkok, you know.
Right, but
But I'm sure people can do their high speed. But anyway, wow. Yeah. So 2014, you left America. Not you left America. You left Cambodia to America. And what was the subject you went to continue?
so basically I have to start all over again.
Mm,
Yeah, in American
okay.
college, and then I did my associate in business administration,
Yeah.
and then went to bachelor at San Diego State. I did my business administration, but with the concentration in marketing. Then now I'm
Yeah.
doing my master with the emphasis in finance.
Okay. So when you first arrived in the US, what was your impression? I know this is academic journey. That was the purpose you went to. Did you meet any Cambodian students or people from other countries? And how was your impression when you first arrived and see your school?
Well, there's a couple of Cambodian people, I mean Cambodian students,
Yeah.
at the college, and you know, like when you're away from home in other country, it's always feel good to be with your own people,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, you always feels good, but at the same time, you feel like you miss your family. You want to
Yep.
go home once in a while. You feel homesick, so it's a different experience. You just have to get used to being alone, like being
Yeah.
by yourself.
Yeah. Being wow. That's impressive, you know, learning how to be independent, being yourself. Well, I'm sure that's how we grow personally. Don't you agree? So we
Yep.
got some good comments from people joining us right now. We've got 55 people joining us live stream. Thank you, Mr. Um, Song Chuan Ba. He's the principal of an international school, New Life Foundation. And yeah, the one of the well-known bloggers, Rabot is here. It's good to see you again. Check out his programs. I think he's got SV style, good, encouraging, inspiring video. Check him out. Yeah, you will see lots of his videos he has produced. And we have some other people, Vong Sopaman, great accountant, our senior. From New Life Foundation. Hi, brother. Rasmeyrongrith, glad to hear from you. Yeah, friends and families who are watching live streaming right now, if you have any questions or comment, please drop it in the Facebook, whatever you call Facebook comment feature. Just drop it, and we'll do our best to facilitate. And forgive us if we cannot display every of your comments. Okay, so just so you know, you can ask us question, ask our guest speaker. And it's good to see your comments and engagement. We just want this to be more interactive, you know. So thank you so much, Bong Sopa, for joining us. All right. Thank you. Who is this? Jan Soriya. Glad to see you both on this broadcast. Is that your friend?
Yeah, I think I went to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I went to the college with him
Yeah.
back in
I think
Cambodia. I'm not
in,
sure.
I think one of my question that I'm planning to ask you, Mr. Rongrith, is the same thing as Mr. Kunti Sam, who asked, "How could you get to the U.S.?" I think that is one of the question that I'm planning to ask you. So why don't you answer this question so that we can hear it from you? How could you get to the U.S.?
So I'm applying what we call an F1 student visa. It's to pursue your. It's basically is to go to study in American university. That is that what he mean?
Yep. So to continue your study, right? Yeah.
Yeah, higher
So
education.
yeah, Mr. Rongrith got scholarship from his school. I think yeah,
Partial.
partial. Yeah, 50-50, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm pretty sure there was an orientation about the scholarship. And what about the test? Like any requirements was needed before you got selected? Because I'm pretty sure they might have required your English level higher than normal, right? In order to be an international student, especially in this country with kind of a high quality of education. So could you tell us like what are some of the requirements like before you can got selected to come to the US to further your education?
So basically, in order for you to study in America, um, you have to take what we call an English test. There's two standardized tests right now. They have IELTS and TOEFL. For me, I did IELTS and I think I got 7.0 on IELTS. I did it when I was studying at ACE, Australia Center for Education, if you guys know that school. I don't know if the school's still open or not, but yeah, I got 7.0 on IELTS. So I don't have to, spend year like doing all the English class when I go to America.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
for the scholarship, you have to know the certain school to apply. So some
Yep.
scholarship, some school like they have what we call a partial scholarship. So when you
Yep.
study and you reach a certain GPA like 3.5, 3.2, 4.0, they will give you a partial scholarship. And I'm so grateful that I'm able to apply to a school that have the partial scholarship available for me.
Yep.
So that's the reason.
Yep. Okay. Well, thank you, Ronald. I hope we, not we, I hope he has answered your question, Mr. Kunti Sam. Thank you so much for dropping us question. Yeah, I think he has a follow-up question from Mr. Kunti Sam. All right, I think it's okay. What is the band score of IELTS required to study there?
I think it's 6.5. I think 6.0 or above. But if you get 5.5, they still have you taking some English class before getting into the actual college class. It's more like,
Mm,
like foundation year that you have to take like English class so that you are, efficient enough to go to study with real American kids.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's say right now we're talking about English. To be admitted, you have to gain a certain level of English, right? And you have to prove that you are able to communicate, uh, with your spoken language and writing, something like that. I like to know about English. I know people in Cambodia, we do speak English. We have native speaker, we communicate. But do you find it different when you first arrived the United States? Did you meet people and start talking to you in English, but you feel like, like, oh wow, that's real world of English. Did you really feel that, or what was your impression like?
Okay. So, well, mm, English is the number one challenge for me. Before I come to America, I did finish my diploma at ACE, Australia Center for Education. Or also shout out to New Life Center, a Christian organization that provide English lesson for me when I was a kid. I really
Yeah,
appreciate that.
I am also from New Life Foundation.
So yeah, I think I got 7.0 on my IELTS exam, and at that time, I think my English is perfect. My English is really, really good. So I'll be set, and I won't have to worry about any language problem coming to America. Man, was I mistaken. Well, a communication wise, it's not a problem, but academically, when I had to write like 10 to 20 pages essay or do a presentation in a formal setting, then that's a problem. I usually got stuck, and get embarrassed in front of all American kids, yeah, in my class. So that's the problem.
All right, thanks. All right, thanks, brother. Yeah. Well, I believe you did very well. Your first settlement in the U.S. Meeting people. They may sound strange. I mean, not sound strange, but their English. Well, we speak better English than American do. Trust me. I'm just kidding. Well, if they don't understand, that means we speak better than they do. I hope my American friends are not watching right now. Yeah. Sometimes I ask, hey, do you speak English? And then they go like, what? I am American. Why are you asking me if I can speak English? I said, well, I mean, do you speak English properly? No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, thank you for our audience who's watching us, leaving your comments and questions. Well, we just started asking Rongrud a few questions and engage with some comments and questions from our audience who are watching live streaming right now. Okay. Well, we heard from him when his journey began. Okay. And he already talked to us and told us his academic background, and I think has told us a lot of things. The next question. I think the next question, one of our viewer has a question. And that is a question that I have for Mr. Why am I confusing with Sarawut and Mr. Rongrud? Anyway, Sarawut here. His question. He's one of the, he's, very inspiring young man. He has, what are the challenges you have faced in the US in terms of studying and living there? Maybe, Mr. Rongrud, you have shared it already about the challenges, but I'm pretty sure you might have prepared this, okay? Could you kind of tell us like challenges that you faced in the US, yeah, studying and living?
Well, as I was mentioning, it's a language is the number one problem, and then there's a culture shock. We know that America is the land of opportunity because it's really diverse and cosmopolitan. People all around the world come here for better education, better work, and better life. So sometimes you have to be careful how you behave yourself, the way you talk, the way you act around certain people, because sometimes something is really okay for our culture, but it's quite or really offensive for other people.
Could you give it an example? That what I want to know. Sometimes it's okay in our culture. It's not okay in the foreign culture, the culture that you are in. Can you kind of give us an example specifically?
Okay. In Cambodia, when we go to a restaurant, it's okay for you not to leave tip, right?
Oh,
But
interesting.
in America, it is required. It's usually 10
Right.
to 15% to leave tip. So
Okay.
if you don't leave tip,
Interesting.
people think you rude.
Wow. So okay. Let me get this clear, Rongren. So let's say I order bai cha, okay, in a restaurant,
Uh-huh.
and it costs me $10. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
I cannot just give $10 and leave the restaurant. What
No,
is the tip again? How much?
it's 10 to 15%.
So you're telling me that if I pay for the food $10, I have to leave tip like $1 or $1.50, correct?
Yeah, 1 or 1.5.
And if I don't do it, I am considered to be rude. Is that
Yeah,
right?
it's actually more, it's expected. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's a culture. So anyway, I'm sorry for my American friends who are watching right now. Okay, we are not trying to say your culture is bad, our culture is better. No. It's just different. Okay, but thank you for clarifying, Mr. Rongret. Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. Thank you, and thank you, Saravut, for your question. Thank you. All right. Well, regarding the questions about challenges or obstacles that Mr. Rongred has been facing, I'm hoping that he has already answered. Unless Mr. Rongred, do you want to add something else about your challenges and obstacles like weather? I'm pretty sure you talked about weather already. What about your homestay parents? Are they friendly to you? Well, I hope she's not watching. But you can say something. I'm just.
Well, the one of the other obstacles like food and weather. It's really, really cold when I first arrived in Washington State. I couldn't stand it, so I had to sleep with 3 or 4 blankets on. And the food is, I wouldn't say it's bad, it's just different. And it's take time to
Mhm.
get used to, American food. That's the thing.
Wow, you're talking about food. All right. Could you tell us any food you like the most? Any favorite food? Any
Like
American food that
Cambodian
you
food
like
or
the
American?
most?
Um, I don't know if you had this, Popeye fried chicken. It's really tasty right now. I love Popeye
Oh,
fried chicken. And
you mean like the chicken eyes are pop out? Is
no,
that
it's not
you're
Popeye.
eating?
It's the brain. It's the
Oh,
brand name. It's Popeye fried chicken.
uh, I'm sorry. I thought you're talking about American people eat the eyes of chicken.
No,
No.
it's called
Um,
Popeye.
oh,
Popeye,
pop eyes.
the cartoon Popeye.
Oh, okay.
I eat
Well, I'm not a
myself.
fan of any cat. Well, I
Yeah,
like some cartoons, but
yeah. It's called Popeye fried chicken. It tastes really good.
so it's
And
chicken. It's
yeah,
chicken.
it's fried
Okay.
chicken.
How much does it cost?
It's like I don't know, like five wing,
Is
like
that
$20 something.
20?
Yeah, $20 for five wing.
$20
Yeah, for
US
five wings.
for 5 wings?
Yeah,
You're not kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Oh my goodness.
And they
This is
charge
how much
extra for the
this
sauce.
is how
So, you
much I can feed myself for the whole week. You're telling me $20 for one meal? Man,
yep,
I
yep.
can $20, it can last me for the whole week. Oh,
Wow,
I
yeah.
don't think I can survive in America.
You
Well,
earn a
come to
lot too,
Cambodia,
though.
guys. So much cheaper and life is so much better. Anyway, all right. Okay. Well, I may have to skip some of our audience question, but don't worry, we're gonna go through your comments or questions again. But let me move down to do I have any other questions that I want to ask? How long is it? I think you probably have mentioned that. We have mentioned that already. Okay. I think I have another question I'd like to ask you, but let me read the question first. Thank you for your warm addressing me and answer my question. One last question. All right, Mr. Kunti Sam, he got a question for you here. Thank you, your warm addressing me and answer my question. One last question I'd like to know. How is normal life as a student there? Your normal routine and weekend life? How COVID-19 affect on your daily life now? Thanks again. Wow, Mr. Kunti, your English writing is amazing. Thank you so much. You must be very well educated, well said, well written. Thank you very much for joining us and dropping the comment and questions. All right, Mr. Zarawut. Why am I getting confused with the name? I'm sorry, my guest speaker. Mr. Rongrith, the floor is yours.
So, the normal life of American university student. So basically, in Cambodia, all businesses and schools start at 7 a.m., 7 o'clock in the morning, right? But most American class, they don't start until 9 o'clock in the morning. So they start pretty late. And usually people just go to class, attend some lecture, and there's a lot of reading and mostly research, um, discussion, and you know, assignment. That's the normal routine life for the university student in America. And at the weekend, usually oh my God, what can I say? I'm a like what we call a lone wolf. I usually don't hang out much with people. I just like stay in my room, watch Netflix, and hang out, with some,
Good man.
friend
You're a good
uh,
man.
back home. And you asked about the COVID-19 situation. Well, before the COVID-19, people in America, they love to do their own thing. They are busy doing their own thing, because American people are pretty what we call self-sufficient. So they don't like to be bothered by other people. They just go about doing their own business. But after the COVID-19 hit, it's like, how can I say it? People they change to physical contact to online platform. So everybody have to work from home and have to what we call, take online class and everything. You have to stay indoor. When I was in San Diego, there's a lockdown, and they have a serious lockdown, and you will get fined if you leave your house. You know, you have to stay inside all day. You cannot leave the house at all. So yes,
Wow.
that's the COVID situation in America.
Thank you. Thank you so much for for this. And thank you, Bong Kunti Sam. Thank you so much, Bong, for joining us and for asking great questions and leave us good comments. So Ratakom, we have answered the question. Wow, thank you so much. We have good engagement with our audience. We have one more from Mao Nimul. He wanted to know if the times of your study, how many hours you spend in class and the library. I hope he's joining us from Cambodia, Mr. Mao Nimul, or maybe he's from the US too, or in other country. I don't know. Yeah.
Mhm.
So how many hours? You want to take the questions, Mr. Rongrut?
It depends on the classes because sometimes is I took some theory class, so it require a lot of like research and writing. So I just
Mm.
spend all day at the library reading through the book and go on the internet, try to find the information and write a perfect essay. But some class it because I'm in a finance major, some class is what we call math related. So you have to spend time doing all the math exercise on the textbook and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Good.
would I would say I spend 5 hours a day studying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Regarding life in college, okay. Now I have been to, not I have been to. I trying to recall all the hard work and all the time I spent at school. Well, I study with Cambodian people. I go to college and we have time to, do some fun things and things like that. What about you? When you go to school, you go to college, of course you will meet most people are, Americans or international student. How do you feel? Does that make your learning attitude more committed? Because now you are, in a foreign country and you are expected a lot of expectations from parents, from school. So is this environment really make you work harder in terms of your academic journey?
Well, the first time when you go somewhere, you want like the first time you start school, no matter what school, you want to try your best on the
Yeah.
first day. But when time went by, you start to get lazy and slacking off and stuff. But
Wow.
meeting a lot of international students
Mm-hmm.
made me realize that um, there's nobody smarter than you. If you want
Mm,
something, work forward. If you want good
yeah.
grade, just study hard, do the exercise, read the
Yeah.
material that the professor assigned. So
Okay.
there's no nation that's smarter than any other nation. So
Wow.
that's what I
That's
learned.
encouraging. Hey, Mr. Rongre, that's encouraging because you don't really compare yourself spending. How long have you been there already, by the way? I'm sorry, I may have not asked you that question. How 14, 2014? That
Yeah,
must be
but
about 2 years.
and then I went and then I'm back and then I go back, you know,
Okay.
on and off.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say is that's encouraging because you don't compare yourself your weaknesses to others. You just know what you're doing, trying to grow, trying to develop, and doing your best to achieve as what expected. I think, yeah. And you're not with your best friends. I mean, you're not having a lot of Cambodians around.
Right.
You just that's impressive. Good for you. Good for you. All right. We talk about studied, about culture. Let's just talk about working. Okay. What is it like? Okay. When you work with people who don't speak Khmer, I mean, at the bank, you don't have to tell us what you cannot share. All right.
Mhm.
If the information is sensitive, just make sure we're playing safe on social media. But tell us, what is it like? What do you like about your job?
Well, to be honest, I couldn't comment on the physical contact working environment because I just got a job offer from the bank when the COVID hit. So basically, I would spend all my time analyzing data and making different financial projection, or you can say economic forecast, just to be formal, from home and send it straight to my boss. But what I can tell you is that the working environment in my industry is quite competitive. Everybody is focused and responsible for their own tasks because you don't want to be at risk of underperforming and get replaced.
I see. So, if I'm not wrong, you're talking about being professional, being focused, and high standard of working ethics, correct?
Right. It's more like you're responsible for what you do.
That's
So
true.
because in a
I
financial
agree.
world, yeah, in a financial world, if you got a number wrong, the whole
Mm-hmm.
financial statement wrong.
Wow.
So you lose like, let's
Yep.
say you lose the number by 2 decimal point, then you lose $5 million in an instant. So you have to make a,
Really?
yeah, you have to
Wow.
make a perfect economic forecast so that, double check it and make sure it's right.
Wow. That's interesting. Well, you like your job. It's challenged you. I know the culture, working culture, I would say, there are people are more straightforward,
Right.
right? And here I'm not trying to compare. Don't get me wrong, okay? I'm just saying it's different. Sometimes even in Cambodia, some workplace are very, very professional, and the environment is, high standard. So, what is it like when it comes to being straightforward? They can say you're stupid or I mean, people don't have to be that rude, but it's okay to be straightforward, but you don't have to be too negative when correcting your staff who is under you. But have you received any sort of straightforward response or comments?
I got some. They said, "Hey, your financial statement, your income statement projection are wrong. It's
Mm-hmm.
really bad. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
do it
Wow.
do it over again."
Mm.
Yeah, I got some warning. I messed up with some number by
Mm.
3 decimal point, and yeah, they got like, but I wouldn't say mad. It's just like they tell you to look it over and then
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to redo
Yep.
it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, I can say this is their kindness. Yeah, they're helping us to point out the issues and help us. At least we have a chance to redo it, right?
Right.
What if everything was like, right, you're fired tomorrow? So that's would really hurt. But I know people are straightforward, understanding people feeling maybe the second priority, but getting jobs done with high quality probably it's the first priority. I hope my American friends are watching right now. If you have any comments or if you say something wrong about your culture, you can just leave us. um, Anyway, we are using English just to practice, and we're just talking a little bit. We're talking good things about America. All right. What state are you studying now, brother? State, studying California. Okay, I'm answering for you, Mr. Rongrad from Can You Lie? Um, okay, well, thanks, Rongrad, for sharing about your working environment. Ladies and gentlemen, this is 8:37. We still have around 10 more minutes. We are coming close to the end. If you have more questions and thoughts, feel free to use Facebook features to comment, and your selected and chosen questions and comment will be displayed. Sorry if we cannot read all your questions and comments. And this is the Reflections. This is a great platform to help our young people who want to share their experience, their expertise, their knowledge, and their success stories. And I am with Mr. Rongrat, a Cambodian who is in Thousand Oaks, California right now, early in the morning. And he is working as a financial analyst, okay, in the Bank of America. So proud of you, Mr. Rongrat. Thank you so much for joining us. And hey, we are not done yet, okay? We still have about 10 more minutes, okay? Wait, are you still feeling nervous?
Um, Sort of, but this is my first like live interview. I never done this before. I just it's like in front of my laptop, calculating some number. That's it.
So what's your fear before you join the program? Are you fear of making mistakes? Are you fear of people who's gonna say, "Hey, you look ugly"? Well, by the way, his T-shirt, everybody, when I was about to put this on live streaming, I said, Sarabut, why am I keeping calling Sarabut? Sarabut, if you're watching, you are the best man. Your name is really in my mind. I'm gonna talk to you maybe after the live stream. But anyway, Rongrat, I said, Rongrat, why are you wearing this T-shirt? So simple. And then Rongrith mentioned something. All right, Rongrith, can you tell us why that T-shirt?
Have you seen like Mark Zuckerberg? He always wear the gray T-shirt. Yeah, I
Oh,
look it
Mark
up online.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, and I bought the same brand that he bought. So yeah,
Wow.
I just like his classic look. That's it. Nothing to be impressive about.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That's the T-shirt that Mark Zuckerberg used. I mean, is it the same brand? What is the brand name? Well, we
Uh,
are not advertising the brand name of any
okay.
T-shirt, by the way.
I forget the brand, but I can look it up and comment it.
Forgive me. How much does it cost?
How much does it cost?
Yeah, that T-shirt costs. Well, I
Like
hope it's two
I don't
dollars.
know, like $30 something. It's a normal.
$30.
Yeah,
That T-shirt, $30.
I'm not sure about the price. Yeah, I think the brand is like Black Eagle something. I'm not sure.
Okay, when you return, I like that one. Okay, and I give you $2 for that one. Is that okay?
Okay, okay.
That's kind of cool, man. With that T-shirt, Well, I got in my suit. Well, I don't like this, But the first time, that's how it makes myself. It make me feel more not comfortable, but more confident. Okay, well, let me read the comments. We still have about 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. Did I say 10 more minutes 10 minutes ago?
I'm not sure.
Well, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I have my online class starting at 10. No, not at 10, and at 9. And my students, some of them are watching right now. So I need to kind of have some times to plan. And I'm offering free English program also from 9 to 10. Well, advertising about my own class. But anyway, do you sell T-shirt?
I don't. I just bought it online. The gray T-shirt that the same brand that Mark Zuckerberg used. I don't want to copy it. Just look nice, so I just bought gray T-shirt to wear randomly.
Okay. Yeah, maybe you can make business selling that T-shirt. And I think you can say, well, guys, this is a great T-shirt. This is what Mark Zuckerberg is wearing. Yeah, that's interesting. People will come and buy for. Besides English, what major is needed? Okay, thanks you so much, you the Kwan, for your great question. If Mr. Rongrith sells T-shirts online. We have another question from Lakchan. Thank you so much for joining our live streaming. Besides English, what majors is needed in order to get accepted into that school or to be admitted into that school? All right.
So basically, I did my MBA in finance. So in order for the student to graduate what we call a bachelor program into a master program, you have to take what we call the GEDs, oh no, G or E or GMAT. So G or E or GMAT is like, it's a basic, intelligent test. I'm not sure how to call it, but it's a set of tests with math, with English, with writing. So just to test how much you know about, how good you are before you go into a master program. And yes, that is required for all students to get into the MBA program. Even if you are even if you're an American student, you still have to do that. It's called G or E or GMAT.
GMAT.
Yeah,
Okay.
G or E and GMAT. You have to take either one.
Okay. Well, thanks, Mr. Rongrith, for kind of helping us understand some requirements and cultures. And ladies and gentlemen, we are just about 5 minutes before we dismiss our live streaming. Mr. Rongrith is here with us, joining us from Thousand Oak, California, the United States. The topic tonight is the journey to study and to work in America. And we have been live streaming about 40 minutes already. And I am going to ask Mr. Rongrith the last questions. We got 2 questions actually, but I can combine that into one. And my question is the same thing as Mr. Sarawut. I'm going to kind of display his question here. What advice would you give to students who want to study in the US? And I'd like to kind of tell you my question also. What would be your advice for those who wish to take a similar or the same journey as you, Mr. Rongrith, and also any encouraging message for the young Cambodian people who wish to travel abroad to continue their education or seek out better quality of education out there in the world. So yeah, what are some of the advice and any encouraging message for them? Ladies and gentlemen, these are the last question that I have for our guest speaker, Mr. Chanraksmeyrongrith, the financial analyst from the Bank of America right now. So the mic is yours. I'm done speaking.
Well, if you want to come to America to pursue the higher education, I would advise you to spend 2 years in college and then transfer to a 4-year university. It saves a lot of money. Trust me, it saves a lot of money, and you also earn 2 degrees: your associate degree from college and your bachelor degree from, the 4-year school. And if you want a scholarship, to be honest, the bachelor degree is really difficult to find your scholarship for bachelor degree. But if you want a master degree scholarship, you can try apply with United States Embassy. They have a program called UGrad, or what we call, there's a specific program for that master program, a specific scholarship for the master program. I'm not sure what it called. I forget what it is. I'm sorry. You can look it up on American Embassy website. And the last encouraging mistake for younger generation is like, personally, the hardest goal to accomplish in life is balance. Some people are working and studying too hard and forget to take a moment to enjoy life. But some people, like, they partying too hard and forget to study or working. So learn to balance your schedule and give yourself some time. Spend time with your family and stuff, and fight for what you want. And don't let people walk all over you, because respect is not given; it is earned.
Wow.
Lastly, as a financial analyst, I want to advise: if you want to be successful financially, learn to take a calculated risk and don't invest in something you don't understand. And stay
Wow.
away from those get rich quick scheme,
Oh, get rich.
successful seminar, some stuff like that. Just get away from those people.
Wow. 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 Thank you so much, Mr. Rongrith, for joining us tonight from your early in the morning. You sacrifice your time joining us, sharing your knowledge, your experience, your expertise, and your success stories. Thank you very much, Mr.
Oh yeah,
Rongrith.
the scholarship
And
called Fulbright scholarship. If you want to,
yes, yes, it's full bright. Wow. Hey, that's wonderful. And I know you have told me that your parents are also watching.អ្នកមីងលោកពូជំរាបសួរពីចម្ងាយពិតជាមានមោទនភាពសម្រាប់កូនរបស់លោកពូអ្នកមីង I'm so proud of your son. He's doing awesome and in the US right now doing his master degree. Rongrith, yeah, we all are proud of you and thank you so much for joining the reflection. Our program is really all about allowing young people to share to others their knowledge, their expertise, their experience, and their success stories. And this is the reflection. Thank you so much, and our viewers and friends and families who are joining us. And thank you so much for your wonderful questions and comments. It's really pleasant, to see all your comments and questions. And I'm really sorry for not being able to respond to all your questions and comments. By the way, this live streaming is being recorded to be available for people who want to view later. So stay on the page and don't forget to like and share. Thank you so much. Hey, Mr. Rongrith, thank you so much. Stay safe from COVID, and we love you, and you have a wonderful days. All right. Thank you for joining the reflection. Hey, good night, everyone. Bye-bye.